Yes, how are you guys? Please do like, share, and subscribe on my YouTube channel. But it's gonna be exciting. It's gonna be interesting. Tonight's stream is based on an analysis about the CCC press conference that they held today. We're gonna look at that the press conference, and then we're gonna talk about it. I'm gonna comment. I'm gonna give my two thoughts. We're gonna walk step by step and see what they did correctly, what they didn't do correctly, what they said which was correct, what didn't say which was incorrect. You understand? What am I thinking? What could have they done better, and how to do it better. So please do like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel because that's the only way to share love. Remember, love is free and you need to give it away. We need to grow this YouTube channel, guys. So I need all your love and all your support and your comments, yeah? So, I'll start off by playing the press conference. We'll play it step by step and be stopping it and analyzing and stuff. So let me just click play and we start on this audio. Yeah. Good afternoon.
A good day, members of the press. Yesterday we met as the Citizens National Assembly on an extraordinary basis and came up with the following positions.
So they met yesterday, the 12th of December. This is when they met, and the press was done today, the 13th of December. So we just need to clarify with that one, and that's the spokesperson for the CCC. Yeah, let's move on with our audio.
Resolutions. The CNA met to deliberate on the political and economic developments in the country and noted the deepening political crisis that threatens the very fabric of our country. The Assembly noted the spiraling economic decay in the country. The cost of living continues to increase beyond the reach of the majority. The value of the currency continues to deteriorate against the US dollar and other currencies within the multi-currency basket, to the detriment of the people's buying power. The cholera outbreak remains the biggest health scare with no tangible solutions from the illegitimate government of the day.
Yeah, let's just look at those ones. What caught my attention, there was the issue of the cholera outbreak, right? The cholera is affecting everybody, and I should think it's not really to say government per se should deal with it, but even everybody else, and the CCC is a political party, they can also help citizens or conscientize citizens on the issue and the danger of cholera, because it's killing everybody, whether you're ZANU-PF or whether you're CCC, whether you're just a neutral person, it kills everybody. So I think the issue of cholera is, yes, the great responsibility goes to government, but I also think everybody's got a role to play at the end of the day. Everybody should play a role towards the issue of cholera, because for them, they've got followers, and if the message comes from CCC, you might actually save a lot of citizens, and conscientize them on the dangers of cholera. So yeah, let's continue with our audio, and I'll be just doing my commentary as we go on and on. Let's do this.
The human rights situation is continuing to deteriorate, with cases of abduction, harassment, torture, and forced disappearances increasing. A case in point is the reported case of the abduction and torture of student representatives at Chinhoyi University, Valentine Zico, during their campaigns.
Right, the issue of abduction, kidnapping, and everything. This is something that government really needs to address, and it's so sad that these things still happen in the 21st century, where people are still kidnapped and abducted. You get what I'm saying? Which is a sad scenario, and this should never happen to anybody at all. And the Zimbabwean government really needs to address this issue and bring the perpetrators to book into account, because everybody should feel safe and secure in their own motherland, no matter what. No matter you belong to the green, to the yellow, to the orange, to the pink, or to the blue party, everybody needs to feel safe. So I think it's this thing, government and the police really need to really bring an end to this and stop, this issue of kidnapping and adopting just to be left like that there. So it's something that needs to be addressed. Yeah. Let's continue with the presser as we take step by step. Yeah.
The persecution by prosecution of our MP, former Vuku, Honorable Kufa Akuzivi, abuse of state institutions.
Yes. A couple of opposition leaders have been tortured. They've gone through a lot of things, and this is so sad. I don't know what this means, or I don't know how people feel or think about it, but why torture someone? Why harass them? Why beat them up? You get what I'm saying? I don't understand, So this issue of people being tortured and kidnapped and harassed, and it should stop, The police needs to bring the perpetrators, to the courts of laws and face the law. And this is the other thing that a lot of people are crying for. Issues of human rights violation is just on the increase, and this has to stop. Because harassing, kidnapping and stuff, it still happens, and we can't believe in a country where citizens never feel safe. Every citizen needs to feel safe in their own motherland. So yeah, let's continue the presser, yeah?
The Assembly further noted the unrelenting onslaught on the will of the people of Zimbabwe by the ZANU-PF regime and the continued abuse of state institutions such as Parliament, Zimbabwe Election Commission, in subverting the electoral processes. The Assembly resolved to demand that government must stop wasteful expenditure including unlawful by-elections, and redirect resources to the pressing needs of the citizens, in particular the dilapidated healthcare system. The Assembly resolved not to recognize the unlawful conduct and outcome of the December 9 by-elections and directed the appropriate bureaus to seek the setting aside of the charade.
You see, there's no way that this guys can do it, because already the election was done, and you might not recognize the by-election, but it's already done. It's a done and dusted thing, It's like Matakajikakara Anyarazavana, and the reality is they can't do anything about it. It's already a foregone issue. But anyway, I'll give you more of the commentary towards the end of this presser. I'll give you my two thoughts, because this is the main issue that I really want to give my two thoughts and analysis on, what I think about this whole issue. Let's continue with our presser.
The CNA reiterates that Mr. Chabangu is not a member or the Secretary General of the party, as the party has no such position, and resolved to bar him from using the party symbol, the brand, the logo, and any other property of the party.
I wonder how they're going to stop this, because already they're in a whole mess. Chabangu already, remember when he did the recalls, the first recalls, he also recalled Chamisa to be the president. He's also written to Parliament for the political parties funding and everything. So I wonder how they're going to do this. But anyway, let's continue the presser. Then I'll give you an overall commentary then of the day as we move on and on with some of these issues. Yeah.
The Assembly to resolve to further consult with the citizens on the party's continued participation in Parliament and local authorities.
One strange thing that I always find about CCC is always say citizens, but they never listen to the citizens and they never come to the citizens. That's one frustrating thing, They never go to the citizens and they never listen to what citizens say. It's all about themselves and themselves and themselves. They need to now go to the citizens and actually hear what the citizens are saying and actually really follow the citizens. Because at the end of the day, without the citizens, they're never anything. So I find this a bit strange, because the citizens are never involved. They're only involved on paper, but never practical, which is a sad scenario. So the CCC needs to really improve on engaging the citizen, because after all, it's the citizen that makes them who they are. And yeah, let's continue with our presser.
The Assembly adopted a political program and a roadmap to legitimacy.
How are they going to do that? Because already the fact that they're in Parliament, it means that they've already legitimized the whole process. If the whole process was not legitimate, they could have refused to get into parliament. The fact that they're participating in parliament, in council, and everything, it means they've legitimized everything. So they can't do anything about it. That's one sad thing about the scenario that we currently stand in, about this whole thing. Anyway, let's move with the press and move bit by bit.
The statement has come to the end. I will ask Honorable Agent Bumbo here to come in and give us an explanation on the state of our legal cases and what has transpired in the courts before we open for question and answer session.
Right, so the press has come to an end. Okay, what's my thought about this presser? This was just a waste of time. Why? All the citizens wanted to understand, after the whole dilemma that has been happening in the CCC, the recalls, the by-election, everything, the citizens wanted to know what is next, where to from here, how are we proceeding, how is the party proceeding, where are we going, and how are we going to be moving. But there's nothing, they've addressed anything about it at all. The things that they're talking on, it seems like what a lot of people have been complaining about. They give citizens so much hope, but they do not act. That's the thing. So it's now time where CCC comes to an acts. If I would give them a recommendation, number one is pull out of parliament, you understand? Let there be a political stalemate, right? Number two, already they've lost the whole CCC part and brand. Because remember, when Mr. Chabangu did the first recall, he then wrote a letter. He also recalled Nelson Chamisa and said Tendebit was the new president. And Tendebit went on to Twitter and said, no, I'm not the new president. And then he went on to write to the Speaker of Parliament and demanded to get the money for the CCC. And I think that he's going to get the funds. Then if you look between October and when the by-elections happened, number one, you discover that the CCC leadership has been so quiet. They've never commented about anything. They've just been so quiet. Then you begin to ask yourself, why are they quiet? You understand? And this whole thing whereby they're saying, no, we want to do things in a private manner and everything. I've always said, and I've always argued to people, I don't do personality politics, because I don't believe in personalities. I believe in institutions and organizations. Ever since I was born until today, I've never seen a political party, an opposition political party, that starts, changes leadership and still goes. All political parties, they start, when the leader goes, it's gone. And that's it. And this is the biggest problem with the opposition parties in Zimbabwe. The second thing is, when you point a finger, you've got one finger pointing, but you've got three fingers pointing. I always say this, we need to sit down and do a postmortem and say, as CCC as a party, where did we get wrong? Where did we fail? What could we have done better? Then when you figure out what would you have done better, then you try and rectify it. They say they are a constitutional political party, but for them to release the constitution, it took, I don't know, and citizens were kept on saying, we want to see the constitution for CCC as an opposition supporter, as an opposition person. I want to see the constitution of the institution, the organization that I'm supporting, so that I really understand how are we going, where are we going. I'm part of the dream, I'm part of the journey. So in short, the sad thing and sad reality that a lot of people will not want to hear is CCC has come to an end. The brand CCC has come to an end. I've been talking to a lot of people, just getting people's thoughts, and everybody saying, we're fed and we're tired about this whole thing. I think these guys have failed us. It's better for us to try and look for another alternative. You see, but until when are we going to keep having alternatives? Because at the end of the day, Zimbabwe is suffering, life is becoming tough, and if there's only one party and there's no vibrant opposition in any country, the ruling party can do whatever they want to do because there's no vibrant party to challenge them. You see, so the moment there's a vibrant opposition in any country, the checks and balances are done well. But right now, there's nothing. You see, it was CCC on its own. It's a huge dilemma. But one thing that I believe in, and this is my own 2 senses, I just generally think there's a lot of infighting within the CCC, and there's a leadership crisis. These guys, what are they supposed to do? Sit down, say, guys, this is where we failed. How do we move forward? Go do a congress, put in a system, build an organizational structure, build in their goals and everything. You see, and leaders should learn to say when they fail, they step down. I'm not just talking about Chamisa. Anybody else, whether the so-called Secretary General or with whoever. When you say, no, guys, I failed, just step down. You actually get so much respect when you step down. But you don't step down. It's so difficult for people to respect you at the end of the day. So you need to step down as a leader and say, I have failed. Let me give the next person to try. Whether you are just a Secretary General, you are a Treasurer, you are what. I just believe every instant. Then you always ask yourself, the MPs of the CCC that are in Parliament, they are worried about their own, they're only thinking about their own well-beings, the cars, the allowance, parliamentary allowance. They don't consider the citizens, you understand? It's all about themselves. You see, the one dangerous thing that has happened in Zimbabwe, politics has become employment. It's no longer about service to the people. It's all about employment. I get a diplomatic passport, I get allowances, I get fuel coupons, I get a car, I get 40,000, you understand? I don't care about the citizens. That's the honest truth. But if they did care, why can't they pull out? You know, if this is what the citizens we want, let them pull out. Pull out of Parliament. This is what the citizens, this is what we want. Pull out of Parliament. Let's have a stalemate. You know, it's so sad because for the next 5 years, this is going to keep happening. And you see what's going to be happening? People are going to be recalled bit by bit, bit by bit. Remember, the other recall was done. There's already another election in February. After February, it's going to wait. Then people are going to be recalled 1, 2, until for the next 5 years, which is so sad. 2, you keep going to the same courts and you know you never get a good judgment. Why do you keep having to go to the same court? It's like you know that this is not the correct key for the door, but you keep trying to force that key on that door to open. It will not open. So I just think right now it's time for the CCC as a party to say, guys, the courts are not giving us anything positive. We need to look at another alternative. What could be another solution? You know, how do we do it? Some people have said, okay, why didn't Chamisa just agree to be the opposition leader in Parliament? We probably won't be where we are today. Who knows? But tomorrow, if Chamisa has become president and ED refuses to become also the opposition leader in Parliament, it doesn't make sense. Let's have this thing whereby and understand that, you know, some of these things is all about the citizens, the ordinary Zimbabweans, especially the women, the children, the disabled, the orphans. They are the ones that really suffer, you know, at the expense of all this serious crisis. A by-election is not worth it because you spend so much money on a by-election. Right now, this by-election, almost about $5 million was used. It could have done much. We've got a cholera crisis, we've got water crisis, we've got drainage crisis, we've got electricity crisis. All these crises that are there, that money could have been used, but no, it's always going. And I also think there needs to be laws that now safeguard this whole issue of recalls, by-elections and everything, because it's not going to be interesting. Now that's when you can really see that in Mugabe's era, we never saw all this recalls. When Mugabe and Tsvangirai were there, you understand, there were no such recalls, this. It's only we're seeing it now. It's quite a mess. I don't know. I just had to share my 2 cents on this political crisis that we currently have in Zimbabwe. It's so sad, but I hope something can be done and a solution can be done. Anyway, please do like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. That's the only way you can show love and support. And I'll be giving you more videos. Some videos will be me escapading in the streets, in different places, doing different things. And I'll give you a different feel and stuff. You know, some of them will be commentary based on a lot of things happening internationally. You know, I just don't focus on Zimbabwe, but I focus on different things and different, you know, topics. Just giving you my 2 cents as someone who's blind, what I think, how I see things, or how I feel things should go. But anyway, you know, do spread love. If you can spread love, spread the hugs and spread the kisses. So I gotta leave you and love you guys. Until next time, yeah, let's keep Let's keep subscribing. Click the subscribe. Please do click, smash. Don't click it. Smash the subscribe, share, and invite your friends, your family, and say, let's show love to the brother, man. Yeah, I'm out.